Hello, friends. Hi, how are we today? I hope we're all doing well. I am doing fantastic. I am here for the first week in my 2025 planner, and that is for December 30th through January the 5th. I am so happy to be using this kit from Let's Plan It. I don't know the name of the every single time, man. Anyway. I don't remember the name of the kit, but I don't actually know that it's in her shop. I've had a lot of kits that I came late because of the Canada Post strike, and I was determined to use this. I figured the greens and the browns were perfect for sort of, kind of a Christmassy vibe, but also not really, and like also taking down the tree for the season, and it was a cold week. It was the week between Christmas and New Year's. I was off of work. I feel like for the Gooch week, this is what I call it, the Gooch week. It's the perfect kit. If there are any creators out there who watch my videos, firstly, hi, welcome. Why do you watch my videos? But secondly, you should all be making a kit that is very specifically tailored to the Gooch week. Like, you'd make a killing. Anywho, for this week, I decided in my new planner I was going to go straight across, and I just realized now, right this very second, upon looking at this spread, that I did not put down a second set of headers. I will say the first part of this, the base, has been down since the middle of June, since like June 15th. It is currently July the 8th. But I only just finished filming the last part of this spread, mainly and firstly and foremostly because I wanted to get the weeks that, not that you guys care, but because you're here, obviously you care a little bit, right? So the weeks, I have 4 weeks until the end of January that are in my old Bujo. Then I didn't like the fact that I'd be starting my brand new one in the end of, like, in the middle of the year. For how many pages? Well, probably like the middle of February or March. So, but like I started this Bujo that I have currently in 2023, I want to say. Yeah, 2023. I started it mid-November 2023 because I ran out of space. So it has all of 2024 and obviously 1 month of 2025. So I was like, I need to get into my new Bujo, even though there are probably a few weeks left in this one. It's just not worth it to me. So I ended up pulling stickers for the last 4 weeks that were in that one, and I wanted to get that done first. I ended up doing a lot of overtime. My work never offers overtime, so I ended up doing a lot of overtime. And then also I went away on vacation from June 30th to July the 7th. So there was an ample amount of time that I haven't been here. As you can tell, I'm right back into it. It's July the 8th, and I am filming, and I'm doing a voiceover. If my voice sounds rough, I'm not actually sick for once in my entire life. I am just having some seasonal allergies. So that's good. It's nice not to be sick. It's nice to tell you guys about different things. It's wonderful. I wasn't sure what I was going to do in the new planner. The dating is different. Always a bit of a crapshoot to try and figure out everything. But excuse me, I'm sorry. This worked. It's 9:45 at night. My kids went to bed a very short time ago. We're still recovering from the holidays. Don't ask. Don't ask if you don't want to know the answers, right? Anyway, the new headers were like the dates at the top of the page. I was worried about covering them. This will be fine, but I expect on other kits it will be an issue. My sidebar is my regular sidebar, but there is no box. I buy the very minimal kit for Let's Plan It now and her format. That's been working for me, but I forgot that there's not a box, but she does have a checklist, and it has seven lines for it. That's how I track my meals, and then I just added in some winter deco for the page at the bottom for something to do. And actually, I quite like it. I also added in my 2 habit trackers, as I always do, and what I'm currently reading. I don't really particularly care about the habit trackers. I do care about the meals, and I do care about my currently reading. So I go back to those quite frequently. Anyway, this next part I filmed, I don't know if you can tell by the tan, please hear the air quotes when I say that, on my arms, but that is actually filmed a solid 2.5 weeks later. Oh, I am sorry about my arms though. I am so severely bug bitten, and I've been scratching in my sleep. Like, I'll wake up scratching. I haven't done that since I had chickenpox when I was like 5 years old. It's insane. Insane. Anyway, let's get into the day by day. On Monday, I tidied and packed. Oh, and if you were wondering, you guys should absolutely go check out my last plan with me. Firstly, magical plan with me from Dash of Sun Designs. But secondly, it really speaks to this week. So we tidied and packed, and I used a Bunny Bear Plan suitcase sticker for that. And then I used a Mario just to note that we drove home from my mom's cabin. Then I had to do a full box or a quarter box extender. There was more torrential rain on this day. Very much a bummer as we were trying to do winter activities. So we stopped by Indigo on the way home. I had a bunch of gift certificates and I wanted to pick up some books. And then I used a Fox and Cactus squish to note that I did laundry, and the script for laundry is, excuse me, from the kit, except for I forgot that I added it in. That is how long it was since I had looked at my pulled stickers. So I was like, oh, I'm going to use this new font from Sweetie Sticker Co. that I'm absolutely obsessed with. Forgetting that literally the next sticker down on the page was the laundry script. So it's fine. It worked out. No big deal. Next up, I used another squish. After Christmas, I'm sure every parent has this feeling. You want to declutter and declutter everything all at once. Sorry, I'm very passionate about declutter, and I just like slap my hands because I'm gesticulating a lot. Anyway, I decluttered my jewelry as well as the kids' toys, which was very nice. They actually played a part in that. I make sure that they know what they're donating. We donate a lot of the toys. Then an Amazon order I had been waiting for, I kid you not, like 3 months arrived. And I was a bit of a bummer because it was after Christmas, but whatever, it still arrived. It was supposed to be for Christmas. Amazon order. And then I used Squidge from Stick with the Plan Co. to note that I snuggled with the kids on this day. It was like a family snuggle. I was still super duper sick. And then I went on my walking pad, but at a slow rate for 15 minutes. And then I filmed July 15th through 24th. I'm just consistently behind. And that filming icon as well as script is from Sweetie Sticker Co. On Tuesday, we took the kids to the aquarium. We had pre-bought the tickets. And we went from 9 till 10:45. Excuse me, wasn't a great time. My son, I don't know what's wrong. He just got so overwhelmed at the aquarium. The zoo, no problem. Anywhere else, no problem. The aquarium, cannot do it. I don't know. Anyway, I reused that script that I had originally put down on Monday with a squish to note that I folded all my laundry. Then a leftover cash to note that we went to Costco. We had to stock up. And my husband tried his first Costco hot dog and immediately understands. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you understand the hype for a Costco hot dog? Let me know. Then another squish just to note that I was still sick. We had family snuggles that evening, and then I thought I was extremely hilariously witty using this like Grinch squish to say that we took down the Christmas tree on this day. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. Whatever. I used a Lottie from Stick with the Plan Co. to note that I put my big kid to bed. The rule is generally that I put the little kid to bed and my husband puts my big kid to bed, and we switched it up on this night and it was a disaster and prediction of things to come. Then I went on the walking pad for a bit of a higher speed for a bit longer. Excuse me. And I did more filming on this day as well. So very nice. And then in the evening, I binged Drag Race UK season 6. On Wednesday, oh my God, Worst sleep of my life. We have new neighbors. They're 4 doors down from us. And their music was so loud. I could hear it. It was like polka dance music is the best way I can describe it. But you could hear it word for word in my house. It was awful. My husband and I timed it. They went for 36 hours to bring in the new year. And they actually recently did this like 2 weeks ago as well. I would never normally call the cops, but at 4 a.m. when my kid wakes up at 5, I was done. So my husband suggested we take the kids to the zoo just for some outdoor activity. And it actually was good. It calmed all of us down. And I went for a small nap on this day as well, which was good. Then I used and that was a paper and milk maroon. Then I organized my leftover stickers. And then I used an emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. Oh my gosh. I just thought it was really cute because it's the kid giving the mom a hug. So we play this game called Run Hugs. And so that's what I did. But then my little guy projectile vomited everywhere. We have no idea why. Very alarming. So, after that, I binged Drag Race UK, and I probably was asleep by like 8 p.m. It was not a good time. Anyway, Thursday was a very exciting day for us. We dropped off my littlest at daycare, and then my big guy and I hopped on the train to Toronto. I love this subway car on the Ontario sheet from the Prairie Planner. Absolutely go check it out. And then I used a Coffee Monsters Co. icon to note that I had coffee at my dad's place. And then on the Ontario sheet from the Prairie Planner, there is the Royal Ontario Museum, which is the ROM. And oh my gosh, so we went to the ROM. It was my big guy's first time at the ROM. He saw dinosaur bones. He thought it was the coolest thing in the entire world, which it was. Then that evening, we took the train home. And I spent more time organizing my leftovers. There was a Pumageddon situation. And I was like, you know what? That's enough for me. I'm going to go to bed early. So then I had an early night. I think I was trying to figure out what was going on. I don't know. I guess I didn't pull stickers very well. Excuse me. Anyway, so I have this sticker. I love it. You guys really should check out these sheets from the Prairie Planner. I think it's really cool that they have like provincial things, and there's a lot of stuff that's very relevant to Ontario. That is very nice to pull in. On Friday, we took down our Christmas lights, and I just used a Rudolph squish from Fox and Cactus to mark that. And then I had a mini morning walk on this day. I just pulled in a leftover. It was a snowy morning. I filled the bird feeder, and I actually put the seeds that we had bought the week before into the new container. And then I went to the mall. I had to make returns from Christmas. My husband actually did. So we went to Aerie and Sport Check to make our returns. And that icon on Friday is from Teddy Plansco. Then that afternoon, I read for an extended period of time. I read Fourth Wing because I was doing a reread before the midnight release. And I used a paper and milk maroon for that. I also had a long nap. It was a great time. Then this emoji from the Coffee Monsters Co. is perfect. I did horsey rides for a really long time with my little guy, and it broke my back a lot. So I'll pull it up to the camera. You'll see this. I thought I was funny again. I think this is not what it's meant for, but like, I thought it was perfect. Then my friends came over this night from 7:30 to 11. We had a girls' night. I had a charcuterie board. We played some games. It was a great night. On Saturday, I was up so stinking early. Parents, take note. The later you go to bed, the earlier your kids will wake up. Hands down. If you do not have a child like this, do not tell me. I am jealous of you. Okay? Anyway, we started our day off with a dance party. That was really fun. Then we ended up heading to Walmart because I realized before my kid went back to school for the new term the next week, he had outgrown all of his shoes. His toe was like poking up at the end. And I was like, how did that happen? He must have had a growth spurt. It was insane. And then both of my kids had outrageous tantrums on this day. Outrageous. Unbelievable tantrums. Then I messed up the bottom of this page, and I think I fixed it. I don't remember if I fixed it off camera, but I had a nap on this day. I used a paper and milk Maru for that. Then I did more run hugs with my kids, and then I went on the walking pad for 21 minutes, and I filmed my January kit lineup. Then on Sunday, again, up at an ungodly hour, it was so cold. But I still took the kids to the park for an hour, and they really enjoyed it. An hour plus, actually. And then when I got home, they rested, and I deep cleaned the sink area in my kitchen. I don't know how it gets so filthy, but it's like my least favorite thing that it gets that messy. I had a podcast binge while I was cleaning it, and then as a family, we watched the movie Monsters, Inc. And then I finished up my day going on the walking pad for 25 minutes. So that was everything, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video. Toodles!